I'm Jack Metcalf, coming to you live from Missoula, Montana. Although, I feel I'm doing myself a great disservice by not being able to attend the second annual Rocky Mountain Printmaking Alliance Symposium, but I am pleased to exist in an age where technology allows for this type of creative problem solving, so I can be here with you today. For the past couple decades, social practice has been shaking and restructuring the academic collective, to the point where significant universities have considered the field of social practice as a medium of concentration among traditional disciplines, such as painting, sculpture, photography, ceramics, and printmaking.
What exactly is social practice?
Yeah, that's right.
Glad you asked. Social practice is a general term for an art approach that utilizes engagement with a community of interest.
Haven't we already been doing that?
Yes, but we really didn't establish a catchy umbrella term for this until more recently. Social practice actually has allegiances with a number of movements, both in experimental art and performance studies. Those allegiances bring to mind other terms that share some kinship with social practice: activist art, social work, protest performance, community art, relational aesthetics, conversation pieces, action research, and other terms that signal a social turn in art practice.
Why is it important to consider the social practice stance?
Social practice, when well done, can be considered utilitarian and even simultaneously scholarly. While I'm still a fan of folks that make art for solely art's sake, I love the history, I love the quality of marks, and the reinvention of processes. I have found it worthwhile to promote fine art's connection to social practice in situations where one is defending how and why art is important.
And how does that relate to printmaking in particular?
The timely topics of community involvement, education, and political awareness have made social practice and the participatory arts attractive. This is for several of the same reasons printmaking has been historically significant. By acknowledging the strengths in social practice, printmaking can potentially lead to further democratic and de-alienating possibilities in both art and society. You know, I view printmaking as technology. Printmaking has a steep tradition in the multiple. This technology has exponentially shaped our lives from democratically supplying us with seemingly endless information. Its beginnings can be generalized with the Gutenberg press, which, without much imagination, can be linked to the contemporary tweet, the blog posting, or the means to spread a message in whatever technological format she prefers. Now, for the bonus footage.
This one I am now beginning describing.
This one I am now describing as one who is always asking. This one is very flowing in the completely creating power this one has inside her. This one is a very gentle, a very sensitive one. This one has hardly any suspiciousness in natural, ordinary, daily living in him. Then, of course, this one would not dine with the other one. This one would, if she could, have real emotion, but it never is even a little bit of her, of herself, inside her. This one once asked someone he was visiting, just suddenly, "And this door here, does that lead into the hall or directly into the garden?" This one, then, to me, is a completely interesting one. This one, then, has aspiration. This one, then, has it in him to be certain that to be dead is not to be at all really a dead one. This one is a really earthy one, really feeling always and living that existing, anything existing, is really there in being. This one is an interesting enough one. This one, as I was saying, is a gentle, often injured, fairly angrily resisting one. This one, then, really was very early a completely highly developed one. This one is of the resisting, slightly engulfing kind of them. This one, as a whole, is like a cannonball in a bag of cotton. This one, then, always is counting everything by one, and one, and one, and one, and one, and one, and one.